you said you were raised by a black woman?
Yeah, because my home was so broken that I often got left at my grandmother's house because my parents were both pretty much disasters. And both of them, to their credit, they both worked the Hickory House full time. So they were both having their alcohol problems. But a lot of times I just lived at my grandmother's. My grandmother traveled for her work, and she wasn't a wealthy woman, but they could afford to have a woman who kept their house. And this wasn't like the old South. This was Oklahoma. It's just different there. It's not deep, dark, racist. This wasn't like the movie The Help. This is a woman named Katie Belle Henderson, who was revered in the household as really the matriarch of the household. She ran the household for me and my cousins who would interact and come and go. But I was there a lot, and I clicked with Katie Belle right away, and she loved me, and she was way more of a mother to me than my actual mother was. And everything I learned about right and wrong, about life, about how to live life the right way, came from Katie Belle. She's very dear to my heart, and I wish I'd understood how much she meant to me while she was raising me, but I didn't, because I was the firstborn. So all this was new to me. I didn't have big brothers and sisters to show me the way, but she showed me the way in ways I didn't even comprehend at the time. And just a quick story to tie the bow around Katie Belle. My wife will occasionally talk to, what do we call them, shamans? And I never really believed in shamans, but she met one, connected with one a few years back. What was his name? Joseph. His name was Joseph, in New York City, a black man from Louisiana, I believe from New Orleans. And my wife finally convinced me to do a reading with Joseph, which I didn't completely buy into, but I said, okay, I'll try it. And it's just a telephone conversation. And I hadn't been on the phone with Joseph for a minute, and he said, oh, somebody wants to join. And I'm like, yeah. And so I'm anticipating it's going to be my deceased mother, because that would be the obvious choice. And I had kind of a love-hate relationship with my mother, and I didn't connect with Joseph to try to reconnect with my mother from the afterlife. But he said, no, it's a black woman. Black woman, because I hadn't thought of Katie Belle in a long time. And he said, yeah, it's a black woman. And then I thought, well, there's only one in my life who would have mattered that much. I said, Katie Belle? He said, yeah, it's Katie Belle. She wants you to know how proud she is of you. And it just rocked me. And I believed in Joseph from that point forward, only because how could he have known about Katie Belle? Because I had not talked about her in interviews at that point. So anyway, thank you, Katie Belle.
Come and get it back with me. Baby, saw the drip, let me slash for the free.